Hi, it's Morlander with more content from IWA 2023, and I had to stop off at one of my favourite stands. This is the Nitecore stand. They got some really impressive stuff coming out this year, and I know specifically there are a few of you that have asked for certain things for me to look at, and I'm not going to let you down. So we will be having a look at some flashlights, some headlamps, but also some of the power banks that they have new coming to the market soon as well. So let's take a closer look. Now actually we'll start off the power banks here. So there are a few new items to show here, especially some of the ones that I know a few of you have asked about. The first one being the MB10000. So this one comes in crazy lightweight. It's about 150 grams, and you can see here the proof of the pudding's in the tasting. The Nitecore guys, what they've done is they've put out a small little weighing scales so that you can see exactly, and it really does come in at that. Nice and light, super compact as well. Building on that one, so the way that this one's built, so that's made with two pieces that will hold it together. However, if you're wanting something a little bit more, so they also have the Carbo 10,000 as well. So this is constructed from one whole piece of what's it called? It's called carbon fiber. Forgot my words then for a second, but this is the same capacity. So if I hold these close to one another here, you can see they are roughly the same size, but with the addition with this one, you get a lot more protection from drops and things like that as well, but you also get the same connections here at the top. Because trying to lead the way as far as making sure that batteries work, Nitecore really do appreciate that batteries, when they're cold, they don't work as expected. So they've also released a Summit range as well, very similar to the Carbo range, but with the Summit range. So here we have the Summit 10,000, and there's actually one submerged in water there. Now I will say submerged up to a certain point. You can't submerge the whole battery itself. But these have been designed with some internal wiring within there, so that once it hits a certain temperature, it will use part of the battery to be able to heat this. So should you need to be out and about, whether it's charging your mobile phone, charging a GPS device, anything like that, and you're in certain temperature ranges where normal batteries won't work, Nitecore have you covered. Now, these are the 10,000 milliamp hour batteries, but they also go up in the range. So here is one of the larger carbon versions, or at least the carbon-sided ones. Very light, similar to the NB10000. But then you also have a 20,000 milliamp hour one of the Carbo range, which are actually really nice. These are very good looking. And then you also get the 20,000 milliamp hours on the Summit range as well. I'm also playing around with this, okay? I just find this thing really cute. Look at how small that thing is. Hopefully doing a piece on certain camping lights, and yeah, I definitely need to get my hands on one of these. Now that's it for the power banks, but we also have some new flashlights this year, which I think are very useful to see, and I know one that a lot of you guys have been asking about. It's the EDC 27, coming in at 3,000 lumens. Nitecore have decided to break the mold of a lot of these other flashlights. Rather than going for a tubular one, they have this really nice flat form factor. Plus you have the little display on there which gives you information about your lumen levels, gives you information about how much battery you have left. I think this is a bold move. It's a real alpha move, and I know from the community the EDC 27 is getting a lot, and plus, as we can see from SHOT Show, it's been recognized purely for that. Now another one coming to the market, which I think is another really nice flashlight. So this is the SRT 7.1. So designed for military and law enforcement. All of your options are here at the end. You have the usual kind of on and off, and then your second mode button. But the way that they've designed this is around at the top here. So you have this dial. Now what the dial will allow you to do is either set it so that it's locked when it's on. So when it's on, you'll see that dial then controls the intensity of the lumens that come out. If you want to go full tactical, you can switch it all the way onto the end, around onto tactical mode, which has your kind of momentary on, and then the second options there. It's a really nice size as well, and when you look into the reflector in there, see if I can get this in the light a little bit better, you can see that there's going to be a lot of throw on this. Comes in at about 580 meters throw. Vast majority of these all have the 21700 battery in there as well, so you're going to make sure that you get as much life and as much power out of these as you possibly can do. The last few on here, have a look at some new headlamps that are coming out as well. So the first one here, we have the NU43, which is their lightest headlamp that has an 18650 battery in there, managing to pump out over 1,400 lumens on a headlamp, plus the fact that it's only 116 grams with an 18650 battery in there. You're getting a lot of power, you're getting a lot of comfort, and plus it's all included within this main unit. So you're not having to worry about a secondary panel or a secondary power pack, anything like that. You need to swap it out, you can just drop another battery straight into there. The last couple just to show off here, and we've got some red lights, hopefully this will come across really nicely in the camera, are the NU25 models. So these are models that they have had in the past, but what they've done is they've just slightly updated. These are very light, coming in at only 56, well it depends. So what we have is we have two variations. There is the NU25UL and the NU25. Now the NU25 comes in at 56 grams, and you can see there you get 400 lumens out of there, USB charged, all the batteries also kind of included in there. But the difference being between the two models, so the NU25 has more of a traditional band at the front, but to make sure that it keeps it nice and lightweight, you have that bungee cord that goes around the back. So great if you're wanting to wear this for prolonged periods, whereas the NU25UL, it just replaces the part of the band that had a little bit more comfort on there. So this has been able to reduce the weight down by 12 grams or so. It comes down to 45 grams, but you're still getting exactly the same technology within the light unit there, but it's just a little bit easier. So if you're backpacking, if you're walking, anything like that, you'll be able to drop this into a pack. It's even pocketable. It's even more pocketable than this one, mainly because this, you know, it's bungee cord, very nice and light. So some really nice Nitecore products that are either out now or will be coming later out this year, and yeah, I'm going to try my hardest to see how many of these I can test out, so that I can bring you some more information on them. But it's Nitecore at the end of the day, you know it's going to be a great product. Well, that's it for now. Stay tuned, I'll be bringing you more from IWA 2023, but for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.